Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Aquarius for the month of March. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. And if you look in the descriptions, there's a link for free daily readings, personal readings, my crystal shop, and to buy me a coffee. So let's lay down your 10 cards on the table in front of me. So, first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. And the card I get is the Two of Swords in the reversed position. The first thing I get with this card is like this upside down V. Okay, so there may well be some kind of sort of toing and froing, some pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold. But because it's like showing this upside down V, it's very much about things coming together for you. They're starting to come together. And with this card, I get like the moon on the card. I get the water, which is around the heart, and also the swords, which is about the mind. And it's very much about the mind and the heart working together, which drives you forward, okay? Because there is a strong sense that it has been a case of the heart and the mind being in conflict, where the mind has been wanting one thing and the heart feeling something else, but something is coming together here. You're going to make a choice, I feel here, okay, and you're going to stick to it, okay, and then that will drive you forward, because up to now it's kind of been, you know, should I do that, should I do that, or should I stay, should I go, you know, yes, no, and it's like you stick to something, okay, you make up your mind, you stick to it, you don't come back after a few minutes, but you stick to it, and then you keep on keeping on, okay, which then enables you to move forward. And you become much more settled, because the way it's been, it's kind of this, you know, this blowing hot and cold, this to and fro, you know, it's going to become more settled, okay. And in fact, as you move forward and keep on keeping on, what's yours will come towards you anyhow, so it's a win-win situation. Yeah, I mean, the card crossing is, you know, the King of Swords, okay. I mean, that's a positive card in the sense, you know, it's about ruling with your mind, you know, and not your heart, okay. You know, it's a bit like being like in a car and you got your foot on the accelerator but hand on the handbrake, and you kind of sort of go around in circles. So there's a strong sense that the heart and the mind have been in conflict. So the feeling here is to let your mind take control, but take on board, you know, what the heart has to say. You know, it's like foot gently on the accelerator and then off the handbrake, and then the car kind of sort of moves forward, okay. So it's the same kind of thing with the heart and the mind. So the heart, so the mind takes control, listens to the heart, and then it kind of sort of drives you forward. In the past, come to the present, I've got the Devil card in the reversed position. Yes, there was something rather toxic going on here, okay? Something untoward, a lot of trouble. You were chained to something, okay? It could well be that someone had some kind of hold over you. It could be connected to something like guilt, or knowing some of your kind of sort of deep secrets. But since the card is reversed, it's like a release. Okay, it's like you come to this conclusion now. Okay, you're ready to let go, you're ready to move forward. And this is like the transitional period, okay? And the transitional period is always difficult, okay? Because a lot of changes. It's a bit like that big lorry, you know, it's going the wrong way down a motorway, it needs to turn around. So when it turns around, it causes a lot of disruption, a lot of chaos, challenges. But once it turns around, then it's full steam ahead, and that's how I feel it is with you. You're going to cut through those chains and break free from this personal situation. Yeah, absolute confirmation once again. The Queen of Swords looking forward. Again, a very positive card, upright. It's not so much reversed, but it is upright, okay? And it really does show you kind of sort of ruling with your mind here, okay? Listening to your heart, but ruling with your mind, and that just drives you forward. There's something also here about drawing a line in the sand, okay? Using your mind around the situation, using your mentality, that's what I'm getting here. The card in the gold position is the Justice in the reversed position. Yes, there is some injustice here, okay? Something is very unfair, okay? It's like you put a lot of time, a lot of effort into a situation and gotten little back in return. However, everything must balance up in the end, okay? And all this time and all this effort you put in will come back in equal measure, okay? It doesn't always come back from the same source, but it will come back. Subconsciously, I've got the Two of Wands in the reverse position. Must give this, okay, because for me this is a twin flame card and I've got to give it to you. So there is something around a twin flame around you, okay? You know, twin flames are like the other half of your soul, you know, much deeper than soulmates who can be friends, family, lovers. But a twin flame is like the other half of your soul. I mean, scientists have done like an experiment, like with a particle, you cut it in half one side of the universe, the other half the other side of the universe. You pull on one, has the opposite effect on the other. So again, I'm picking up this energy of this kind of sort of pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold, yin yang. Okay, so either there's a twin flame connection around you, but since it's reversed, someone could be running here, okay, or you're waiting for your twin flame to like materialize, okay, like in a physical sense, because at a spiritual level, you know, you're always together, you know, and they can also pick up on your thoughts and emotions, you know, from distance, okay, but of course you're wanting to meet in a physical sense. So there's something there about a twin flame. You've been thinking about it, or you're wanting your twin flame to come closer. So the advice card here, wow, okay, all the cards are coming out. It's the Two of Cups, you know, in the reverse position. So it's interesting that you've got the twin flame card in the reverse position, and you've got the soulmate card in the reverse position. So it could well be there's a few people around you, okay? It could well be that you have a soulmate connection with somebody, which isn't as deep as twin flames, okay? But because it's in the reverse position, yeah, there's a sense of things not kind of sort of working out in the way which you wish, okay? I keep getting past the sell-by date, okay? It's like, you know, the situation has served its purpose and now it's time to kind of sort of let go of this situation and move forward, because we have lots of soulmates, as I said, and they can be lovers, yes, but the twin flame is like the divine connection, which I get here. So on the outside at the moment, I've got, you know, the King of Cups. Could well be that there is kind of sort of love bubbling up around you. There is some kind of sort of romantic situation around you, okay? It just seems very complicated, okay? You know, you've got the soulmate connection here, there's a twin flame connection, and also there's some kind of sort of romance bubbling up around you as well. But it's also about you, and it's about you just touching your emotions here, okay? I mean, this person shows like the king, he's just got his foot, you know, in the water. So it's very much about you being in touch with your emotions, but not drowning in your emotions. So it's very much like I was saying earlier, like with the Queen of Swords, you know, it's about ruling with your mind, but listening to your emotions. So just touching your emotions, because when you wear your heart on your sleeve, you know, you've seen what's happened in the past, okay? You drown, okay? It just takes you for a ride, okay? Water acts in a funny way, okay? Where the mind, it's kind of, you know, it's more focused. It's like laser sharp focus, I feel, with you, but also taking on board your feelings. So your hopes and your fears is shown by the Six of Wands. I suppose your fear is that, you know, nothing's going to change here, okay? But things are changing all the time. And they are going to change because you are going to put your best foot forward here, you know, as shown by the Queen of Swords here, okay? It's about you taking control of the situation and not letting the situation control you. And also the card does show that you are going to come out on top around this situation, okay? And it's like grabbing victory from the jaws of defeat here, okay? And you may well have to lose the world to gain it, okay? Because when you let go and move forward, what's yours comes towards you, and then you can choose, yeah, rather than asking someone or a situation to choose. You kind of turn the tables and it puts you in power. And then the final card is the Moon card, okay? So it could well be that you've had some kind of sort of nightmares, some fears around this situation. Yes, I've got to be honest here, it does show that emotions are going to start bubbling up, you know, like inside of you, but it's only to be expected, okay? Things do have to get worse before they get better, because you're making these major changes, like that lorry turning around, you know, the disruption it causes, or a bit like a plane going from one place to a better place, okay? It experiences turbulence along the way, okay? So it's like a sign of positive change for you. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and I do sense you will swim and you won't sink. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and there's a link for free daily readings, personal readings, my crystal shop, and to buy me a coffee. Thank you.